All right, there's the handshakes. There you can hear Mike Dominguez, tournament director, in the background, giving the announcements, and we're ready to get started here, folks. Quarterfinal action in the Seattle Nineball Open World Nineball Tour ranking event. It's going to be a close one.
Wow.
I think Georgie's got it.
Yeah, that's frozen.
That's about as close as can be. So it's going to be a pretty even match. Now we're starting to get down to it. I believe a lot of the out-of-town pros are still in it. Did have a big upset yesterday with Jeremy Long taking down Tyler Steyer in a whirlwind match. If you guys missed that, you want to tune in, check that video back over on the YouTube page. With a pretty epic ending. I won't spoil it for y'all, but wow. So he's playing against Max Eberle, Jeremy, and then we got Georgie and Nick De Leon here. Jonas Suto is playing the local hero, Daniel Sardancilio. And then we've got Oscar Dominguez and Lucas Fracasso-Werner, two WNT pros playing on the Table 2 action. If you guys want to check it out, Ox Billiards YouTube channel is going to have all 4 matches in one view. We're ready to get started here. Rack number 1 of the quarterfinals. Race to 11. Oh, this is close.
Oh, unfortunate kiss there.
Wow. So I think last time we saw Georgie on the stream was first match of the tournament, second match of the tournament, maybe?
I believe so.
And he had I believe he had almost 100% make the one in the side percentage on his breaks. He was making them pretty strongly. He's a really strong player out of Bulgaria, for those who don't know. I think his Fargo's a little bit off on the overlay here. I think he's about a 780 Fargo or so more recently.
Yeah, Georgie is currently ranked number 79 on the World Nineball Tour.
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is Zach and Christian coming to you live from Ox Billiards.
Good morning to you all, or good afternoon or good evening.
And we're in for a good one. We are going to be skipping around and looking at the rest of the matches going on. Just to check things out, and if you guys do want to help us with the scorekeeping, if any of the scoreboards are off, do let us know. So a good start for Nicholas here. 6-ball maybe is a little bit tricky. But to get to the 6, he's got to make these last 2. So he shot that thick into the pocket. I wonder what happened there. 6-ball is, I'd say, more makeable if you are on the top rail. Yeah, where his stick is right here. But it is makeable, I think, along the right long rail. It's just going to be awfully thin to keep shape there for the 7. So look for him to get a good angle on this purple 5. Like we were saying yesterday, these shots where the ball is just a hanger in the pocket, it's an amateur's worst nightmare sometimes for playing shape on the next one. But it's kind of a pro's dream scenario because they're so good at all these shots, controlling the white coming out of that pocket. Got a good angle, but I think he wanted to be maybe another ball width up to be pristine.
Yeah, a little bit closer to that diamond, but that's okay.
Looks like he's going to elevate a little bit as he is kind of hampered by the rail. These Rassons do have a little bit of cushion elevation, and this is actually going to cannon the brown nicely. So wow, what a shot. Well done. For folks who want to check out the streams, go to the Ox Billiards YouTube page. There's a second live stream link there that's going to have all 4 matches being played here in the quarterfinals. Just check out Ox Billiards YouTube second live stream link, and you'll be able to see the action over there. And do let us know if any of the scores are not updating correctly. We will make sure things are going well. Georgie's pretty looking good here. Sorry, looking pretty good here.
Question in the chat, is this the only stream? No, if you go to the Ox Billiards YouTube page, you should be able to see a secondary stream that will have the other matches currently in progress. Oh, miss on the 9-ball from Georgie. Giving Nick an opportunity. Not a gimme. Oh, it looks like Nick also missed that one.
A big shot. Rifles it in. This is a pretty good break again.
Yeah, nice hit into the 9.
Once again, pockets the 1 straight in, and he's got an actual starter this time.
It appears that the 6 may pass the 7 down here in the right corner.
Yeah, I think it definitely goes. So all balls have a pocket. Trickiest positions I'm trying to find, I think it's really just this first shot. If you can get in line with the 3, 4 to 5 is fairly routine since there's a pretty wide open center of the table. And then might just be all about getting an intricate angle on the green 6. So it's kind of what he had to do, is take his medicine on this position for the 3, and the 4 over the pocket. Just got to be real precise with the speed here. Just got to be careful with the 6-7. He's going to choose to run into them. And I think the cannon and the breakout is perfect. Does complicate things a little bit more for playing shape on the 5, but I think he'll take it. Still got kind of 2 big lanes to travel through, the right and left hand side of the tables. He's going to be okay here. He's looking nice. Tables have been playing lightning quick, according to all the players. We're playing with Andy billiard cloth, and it is fairly dry down here, so.
Looks like he's trying to avoid the 9 to get pit back for the 6.
He's going to be able to avoid it if he wants. It's awfully close. You might just get a nice little nudge. Send him up table. Or do you think he tries to go full into the 9 here? It's a little risky.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to avoid it. Okay, you were right, just a little nudge.
Just a nudge. Not sure if it might have been possible to avoid it, but maybe not worth the risk of trying to put that much. All right, well, good recovery there. He's got a little bit more angle maybe than he would have wanted on this 7 ball, but this is pocketable.
All right, so he's just going to look to come back on the other side of the side pocket here for the 9.
Yeah, he's feeling pretty good.
Stay above it. Nice position.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you're tracking toward the side pocket and you're feeling the line correctly, then just shows you the player's pretty comfortable right now. So haven't seen too much of Nicolas De Leon since that miss on the lower right corner, and that's what's going to tend to happen in this winter break format. The player. All right, getting ready in rack number 3. Georgie to break. See if he can keep his record here on pocketing the 1 on the side.
And he does.
Wow, and look at this layout. Does the 8 ball play nice? Oh, it's going to be, I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah, since he has to be, well, going from the 6 to the 7, seems like the 7 does go on the side there, or if he has enough angle, can come back down rail.
Yeah, definitely pockets on the side, so he's got a pretty nice opportunity here to put another one in the books.
Thank you, Sec, for helping us keep score on some of the other matches here.
He's come a little bit short, but I think he can work his cue ball around the purple 5 here.
Yeah, do you think he goes 2 rails here, just on the other side of the 5?
Yeah,
I think he kind of has to, right? The angle's a bit steep.
Yeah, with the slick conditions and what they're playing on, it seems like that has to be the case, in my opinion. He's just looking at what the angle's going to be off of the second cushion here for the 5. Doesn't want to get straight. Someone asking, is Soto from Spain? He is from Spain. I just don't think his flag is saved.
Yes, Joey, we would love to claim him for Mosconi, but unfortunately, no. He is from Spain.
Yep.
Just something to do with the digital pool and the way it was set up, so.
Yep, that's our apologies. We'll try to get that fixed for next time. Get the flags accurate, but...
Strong break from Jonas on the other table, but unfortunately he scratches, giving Daniel an opportunity here with a pretty open rack.
He's going to force follow this 2 rails, it looks like. And that 7 does go, as we saw before, so it's all going to depend on the angle he has here on the 6 ball. And he's looking a little bit straight. Kind of has an angle going towards the 9 ever so slightly. So going to be a big draw shot here, most likely. Yeah, this is solid. I think with this angle he has coming into the 8, he's going to have to run into it a little bit. Looks like about a half ball hit, so can he nudge it open for the 8 in the same pocket? It's a little risky, that shot, but not too much that can go wrong. Looks like he's going to draw his cue ball back a little bit. Just gently nudge. That's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a good breakout.
He's got it perfect into the corner. This is going to open up the rack now, and Georgie's looking strong to get a 3-0 lead, and that's how quick it can happen. The one mistake from Nick De Leon opens up the chance, and Georgie responds with 2 break-in runs in a row. Nicely done. 3-0. Let's make a swing over to the rest of our tables. This is a good match to watch over here too. Oscar Dominguez playing Lucas Werner. It's a 2-0 affair there. If you guys do want to watch that, it's on our second live stream over on YouTube on the Ox Billiards page. We've also got action over on table 7 in the back. Max Eberle had a loss in the first stage, had to come in through loser's qualification, but managed to take down Sam Henderson in the first round of the top 16. And Jeremy Long's match, if you haven't seen that one, go back on YouTube yesterday and check it out. He had quite the upset over Tyler Steyer. And Daniel and Jonas here all tied up. Jonas, I think, has the highest rating in the tournament, according to Fargo Rate. And he is in the hunt on the European side for trying to get into the Mosconi Cup picture as well. So a lot of stuff going around. But we'll be focusing on this match here with Georgi Georgiev. And of course, we'll switch over, barring any sort of quick ending. We'll check out what else is going. Another stellar break. How does the 2 settle? It's going to get behind the 5 here.
That was the first break where the cue ball didn't move the 9.
Yeah, he's been, I think, 4 for 4 on the breaks, pocketing the one on the side. Or 3 for 3, excuse me, I think. No, he broke first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it was pretty massive. Yeah, Joey's saying that 9 on the break was a nasty finish to the upset. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, I won't give away spoilers too much, but go check it out. It's a pretty wild ending. Jeremy Long, oof.
Couple questions in the chat here. What's the prize pool on this event? First place is $6,000. I believe second place is $3,200.
Yeah, I think the payouts are on the oxbilliards.com page. You can find out there, I think, the player list and what the prize money is.
Also, these are Aramith Black balls. These are the same balls used on the World Nineball Tour and Matchroom events.
It's going to be pushing out here to the thin edge maybe for the 2. Yeah, it's not leaving much, but I think now Nick finally back at the table. Gonna have to make the most of this. Just play extremely efficient. Probably push the cue ball 2 rails up behind 7 or 8. He's just doing a soft separation with the balls up table.
Unfortunately, that's going to leak out a bit.
Yeah, it was a bit too thin of a contact, I thought, for that type of shot, but table's playing pretty quick.
And that was his second shot of the day so far, I believe.
Yeah, second or third. I think, did he have
Besides the lag?
besides the lag? Yeah. I think he might have had one more before that missed 4 ball in the lower right corner in the first rack, but not many chances. And with this field, you're not going to get too many. We're playing on 4.5-inch pockets, so a little bit more lenient for the ball pocketing here, especially on the break. It means that players can definitely get on a big run. Nice little rolling cue ball there. And he's got a nice angle to come stay here on this half of the table for the 4. I think it's all a matter of can Nick DeLeon get his engine started. It's just going to take a nice easy starter for him to get back in this match. It's only a 3-0 start. Really nice stun shot there from Georgie. He had a slight angle in with the fast cloth. It's a nice little stun shot. Invaluable. But if you know how the conditions are playing, you're definitely doing that shot.
There is a camera angle towards table 2. If you take a look on the Ox Billiards YouTube page, there is a secondary stream where we have all 4 matches currently going.
Ooh, interesting. We have some predictions. Let us know who you think is the favorite in here. I see Georgie, Max, Oscar, and Daniel to the next round. Daniel would be a pretty big upset over Jonas Soto, but he is the local sponsored player here at Ox Billiards. So he's really the only one with home court advantage, you could say. But as matches are concluding, obviously we'll be taking a peek just to see where they're at. It's one of my favorite shots there, that nice slow rolling slide outside spin to kind of hold it and guarantee kind of a stun angle even though you're kind of rolling the ball. Especially in a bar box. Invaluable, that shot. Yeah, Javier, we'll get you the angle you need, don't worry. Nicely done, floats up table. So a safety error from Nicolas DeLeon leaves another opening for Georgie, and he's just got to get the opportunity. He knows it's going to come eventually. Just when it does, you got to take advantage. It's all about keeping control of the table at this highest level. When you get a chance, who can engage the moving battle and who can move the cue ball and the object ball better. But so far, it's all Georgie in this one. Watch out, Nineball. He's 5 for 5 on these breaks for pocketing the 1 on the side. I think he's had 2, maybe 3 times where the 2 ball really hasn't laid up.
We are currently in the final 8, or the quarterfinals of this tournament. It is now single elimination, and we've raised the race to 11. Hey, good morning, Bo. How are you?
A little better. He's looking to push out here somewhere.
Yeah, didn't really need to do much with that push out, considering Nick's likely going to take it on anyway.
Yeah, and I think the rationale here is that he's got the advantage, so he wants Nick to take this, and Nick is kind of forced here into taking on this attempt at safety with the lead. You want to put pressure on your opponent to force another mistake, and Nick needs his cue ball to run a bit. I think it's going to get there, and this is a little dicey since...
I think it's a good outcome.
Yeah. Going to want to disturb this 2 ball at least. Not leave anything easy. The 9 is close, but I don't think it's really easily pocketable.
We will be finishing the tournament today. Someone asked in the chat. Yes, all the matches will be concluded today, so stay tuned.
Yeah, I think after this first round this morning, we're going to be switching over to semi-final one-table setup. We'll be playing back-to-back semis. And then the final, take about a half-hour break maybe after this round. So stay tuned. We're going to be posting it on YouTube and Facebook, on all of our socials. I think Matchroom Pool is live as well over on their YouTube page. So won't miss any of the action. Oh, you got a nudge on the brown 7.
And a favorable roll there.
Yeah, for a second, I mean, I think the 2 was going to come up underneath the purple 4.
Mm-hmm.
But lucky the brown does get in the way. There might be a tiniest of edges on the left side.
Oh, and he nudges the 7.
Just hasn't gotten started yet. Georgie doing well to keep control of the table and just forcing sort of these awkward, strange positions for Nick. Just wonder how much this mistake is going to cost.
Similar story over on table 2. Appears that Oscar is really preventing Lucas from getting any momentum here.
Yeah, it's a 5-0 over there now.
As soon as he sinks this 9-ball.
Jonas takes one back, and that's 3-3. So they're tied up, Jonas and Daniel.
Jeremy Long is also now tied up with Max Eberle, 3-3.
Well, we got a couple of tied up matches and a couple of big swing one-sided matches. Oscar sinks it, 5-0. Georgie's got a bit of an angle. I think with the quick cloth, you definitely can control this and get up to center table somewhere.
Yeah, thought he wanted to land between the 6 and the 9 with that unfortunate bump there.
Yeah, he just got way too into that one. And Oscar's playing great. Yeah, you're right, Joey. All tournament long. Hasn't had too much of an issue. He did come up against a bit of a match last night against Simon Pickering. And obviously, his match against Jeremy Long, they know each other pretty well. That was the winner's qualification round, I think, yesterday. And yeah, he's playing great. I think, honestly, he's been playing great since kind of towards the end of last year. He's been pretty consistently up in the top events. And look at this jump shot from Georgie. What a shot. Let's take a quick look. Gets a little bit out of shape on this 4, but a nice full table jump shot. Making it look easy. Pretty center pocket to me. I don't know.
It's like Oscar may have gotten a golden break.
No way.
As he is now racking again.
Wow. So is that 6-0 all of a sudden in that one?
It will be 6-0. That's correct.
Someone asking who knocked out Tyler. Yeah, it was Jeremy Long. It was a top 16 match last night. Had quite the ending. If you didn't catch it over on the stream, go back and rewind it. I think pretty spicy ending, if I do say so.
Do you think he's going to want to draw a backup table, sort of the position he has right now for this 8? Or do you think he'll accept the 8 in that top left corner?
Yeah, I think he's going to take the draw. It's pretty slick and smooth, these tables. And yeah, they're drawing the ball pretty nice. And this is bit of a clinic here from Georgie. Great start, but winner break format. This is what we tend to see. One player get off to a quick start, another player makes a bit of a comeback, but they're racking the balls, getting ready for rack 6. We're gonna take a quick. All right, rack 6 action. Georgie to break. He's got 100% accuracy, pocketing the 1 on the side here. Another one is down. Watch out, Nineball.
2 mace dress up. No, rolled a little bit past.
Yeah, just gone a bit too far. And this is that awkward spot where it's technically bankable, I think, into the opposite side pocket. But you don't want to be selling out that kind of a table. So let's see another safety battle here. You could opt to try to bank this. The lower right corner pocket is available, right? It's technically passes in between the red 3 and the purple 5.
Yeah, I think if he can compress the rail a bit here, that shot is definitely on.
I think he's going to play safe. No, he went for it. I mean, with the lead, I guess, I don't blame him. It's all about momentum. And
all right, this looks like a good starter for Nick.
Yeah, the chance he needs. It's all about capitalizing, really, when you have these chances. And now that he has control of the table, has to limit any big mistakes and make sure he doesn't get out. Strong safety. And uh-oh.
Oh, geez.
Tried to hold it there. His angle was slightly off, going away from the 3. I don't know if he was trying to work it with some outside spin or might have had to go forward 2 rails. I'm not sure.
And yeah, Mike, I agree with you. Oscar is definitely dead punch right now.
Another one.
I haven't even seen Lucas at the table in the last 3 racks. So
yeah, he's put on a clinic over there. 7-0. 7-0 in less than an hour. Talk about a set. I think this is all Oscar on day 2. Or excuse me, day 3 so far. And I think he's got a little bit of confidence knowing that any bit of ground he makes in this tournament is going to be extra ground he makes up against Tyler Steyer in the Mosconi Cup rankings. So a bit of drama is still left in this end of this year here in the World Nineball Tour. It's obviously a smaller event on the tour, so not going to decide the qualification one way or another, but it definitely can at least even the scales coming into the Hanoi Open. There are a couple more events, though, happening in the United States that I think Oscar and Tyler are both going to be attending. Ox Billiards here in Capitol Hill neighborhood of Seattle, Washington. Wow, a big mistake. Didn't even threaten the pocket.
But unfortunate rattle there.
Yeah, but these are the things that start to happen once you miss that kind of nice starter. Wasn't the easiest of shots, obviously. Positionally, you go from 2 to 3 for Nick. But the moment you miss that shot, then it seems to favor your opponent so much. The momentum starts to shift in their direction. They start to get a couple of lucky rolls. Then everything feels like it's collapsing inward. Thanks, Javier. I'll take a look. The safety containing for Nick, so at least he hasn't given up an easy shot, but probably not going to like the next shot he gets. If this 3 passes the 7 up table, looks like it might be a little bit in the way.
Do you think he tries to actually ticky this and the 3 into the corner here?
Off the 7?
Yeah. No, that's too aggressive.
Yeah, he's got the lead, and he sees, a couple of big mistakes from his opponent. I think he wants to keep him either in the chair or playing these awkward safety shots. You can see a good line on his cue action there. And look what a shot.
What a shot. It's exactly the boost that Nick needs.
Yeah, incredible. He's got a tight window to play here for, but it's going to give him some confidence for sure. He's just got to get settled in. Get some points back in this. And there he goes. That's going to be a good confidence builder there. Take a look at that jump shot once again. Great view of his cue action there from the camera. He jumps over 7, about half of the ball or so. And now back at the table with a nice, easy starting run. I'd love to see Nick get back in this match. He hasn't done too much at the table yet. Just a few big mistakes and a few break-in runs from Georgie, but
yeah, sometimes you need a harder opener just to light a fire under you. I totally agree, Doug. All right, so Nick is on the board. And Jeremy Long has squared up the match with Max Eberle 4-4.
I think Oscar at the table right now. Another safety battle. He looks like he's jumping over some balls to get on the 2 here. Nice contact. How's the cannon? It's going to make the 9? Oh, wow. Almost pocketing the 9. He's cheating over there. He's using that little bit of body English, little hop, skips, and jumps. Those aren't allowed, Oscar. You got to save those for the Mosconi Cup.
Georgie is from Bulgaria.
Oh, look at this. This 2-9 is a little bit tricky. I think actually because of where the 3 is, the 2-9 combination isn't on at all. Oh, Chad let me know about that telestrator. Nice. Okay. Roger that. I will take a look and do some research on that. Thank you very much. Folks asking, what is the cloth? This is Andy Premier cloth. I think a newest iteration they released. Was installed about a couple weeks ago. Ooh, this is a good safety from Nick. Well controlled. I think it's exactly how he wanted to play it. Push the two rails and possibly bank it in the side. Although it's not good that he's left it over the hole here. Player's so good at jumping. Going to want to dig into his cue ball here as well and get just enough backspin to avoid the corner pocket. Yeah, caught it on the thick side. He's going to get away with it. This is a tough spot if you're Nick DeLeon, but the way you shift the momentum in these matches is getting the hit here, getting a sweet roll, and maybe coming in behind some traffic. Georgie is from Bulgaria. That is correct. And I think if you're Nick, he likes to talk a lot about how he plays the game. He doesn't care what his opponent's doing at the table. And likewise, you can't really care that your opponent got a lucky roll here. You just got to pretend like, you know, they're playing that good that you just have to one-up them basically. So might be going one rail here, slow rolling speed. Or is he playing it 2 cushions fast? And he knocks it.
Incredible shot.
And he makes it in the pocket. Talk about a Z shot. I mean, is that an Efren highlight? My goodness, what a shot from Nicholas De Leon. Wow, he's got a thin cut in the right middle now, left middle pocket. Man, if he gets out here, huge momentum swing in my opinion. He hit that ball great. That was literally like the Efren Z shot almost. Almost identical. Oh, baby.
Yeah, I totally agree. He's had 2 really hard openers, and now he's got a few connect the dots shots here.
Yeah, that was wild. Holy smokes. I knew this was a TV table for a reason. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Disaster. You saw him just walk away. The moment he shot that ball, he walks away. And he knew. Wow. That's incredible. After pocketing that ball, 2 rail Z shot, it almost puts an unsurmountable amount of pressure that you have to get out after making that ball. I think he must have just rushed it, lost the moment a little bit, and dang. Yeah, of course, Bo. Saying every time you see a Z shot, I mean, he's got the most famous one of all time, right? Doing it to himself and then escaping and winning the championship with it.
Hey, good morning, Ed. How are you? We're doing great on this end. Really great matches so far here in the final 8.
That's great speed right there. Good draw shot.
So over on table 2, a rattle shot from Oscar in the top left corner on the 4 is giving Lucas a chance to get on the board here. He just needs the 8 and the 9.
So he finally makes a mistake. I still favor Oscar, and he's playing too good in this tournament and in many others. But Nick having a rough start here. Georgie takes down another one, 6-1. We got to take a replay though of that Z kick here. Gosh, hits it like a dream. Just 2 rails, perfect speed. And at that point, you're just trying to hit the ball, and he hit it literally perfect. 7's a bit of a gate, but doesn't even touch it. It goes clean. That was incredible. And then he ends up coming in and back cutting that 3 ball next. My gosh.
All right, Daniel Sardoncilio at the table on table 5.
Yeah, a little bit of a battle here. Back and forth. Jonas comes back up, and that was a huge miss here in this 4 ball. Sort of lost the cueing there and ducks his head a bit. Fortunate that he hasn't left easy starter. But definitely something for Jonas to get here. Another safety attempt has left it awfully thin, but this is cuttable, I think, for Daniel. Let us know where you guys are watching from, too. This is going to be a big tournament for the Mosconi Cup ranking situation. We've already had a big upset from Tyler Steyer yesterday, the top 16. Jeremy Long took that match in a thriller, and Oscar Dominguez still in the race means any extra spots he advances is going to be points that he makes up in the deficit.
Really nice cut here from Daniel. Good speed on this ball.
Don't think he likes it, though. I think he's on the wrong side. Oh, no, it just hasn't gone that far enough. All right, so I think Georgie and Nick are back ready to go, so we're going to just keep hopping around. If you guys want to watch all the tables, they're all live over on Ox Billiards YouTube second stream. There's a second live stream there if you want to watch all 4 tables here in the quarterfinals. Man, these are some pretty good matchups, I'd say.
Oh, Daniel with an impressive cut on that 5.
Oh, he made that 5 that he was on?
And he gets a good kiss on the 6.
Wow, that match is going to go back and forth. I feel it.
1 on the side again. 9-ball, very close to that side now.
So we got Portland watching. We've got Holland, Arizona, Oklahoma. Lots of mix. I'm sure there's some Bulgarian fans out there, right, as well for Georgie. It was funny. He said he's got a friend he met that lives in the area, Peter Makinov. We actually had some mutual friends with here in the Seattle area. See, Ox Billiards is watching at Ox Billiards. Nice.
Thank you, Raymond, for the shout out. It's really nice having you here.
This is looking really nice for Georgie. Great layout. Everything leads to it pretty natural. Hey, Raymond Lenar is in the chat saying, great event, thank you so much. Sorry things didn't go your way in the event, but hope you still enjoyed. Oxception, he says. Yeah, I like it. So we've got kind of 2 stories to this round, essentially. We've got the one-sided matchups between Georgie and leading over Nick and Oscar leading over Lucas. And then we've got the battles, 5-4 in the other 2 matches. Jeremy Long, Max Eberly, 5-4, and Jonas Soto, 5-4 up over Daniel Sardancelio. So back and forth. All these matches happening in the room at the same time with plenty of room for the players with no obstructions. So
those over on the Matchroom pool page, if you go to Ox Billiards YouTube page, there is a secondary stream occurring where all the final 8 matches quarterfinals are all happening.
yeah, I feel like if you like the action too, drop us a like and a subscribe over on our YouTube page. Oh, looking like Georgie's actually pronounced Georgi. All right. Like Guy and Giddy or Get. So Georgi at the table. Just making sure I get his name pronounced correctly. Thank you for that. Ohio's in the house. Greece, Maryland, Cape Town, South Africa. This is a good one, but Georgi's kicking some butt in this rack, in this match. Just Nick DeLeon off to a slow start. A couple of mistakes early on. And let's take a look. What do we have? We got Max Eberly and Jeremy Long over here with Jeremy at the table. The upset master in this tournament, taking down the #1 seeded player, Tyler Steyer. In yesterday's round of 16. If you guys didn't see that match, man, oh man, was it quite the ending. A spicy ending, I would say. And look at this. He's overbanked it just a bit, but he's going to get in behind the 8. Wow. This also is going to be going back and forth. Yikes. We've got Raleigh, North Carolina watching. Northern California. And you can see the logo there for Andy Premier Cloth. That is what they're playing on, and who sponsored the event, and a club for the billiards cloth. Great folks over at Andy. And of course, Q-Tech, headline sponsor, making it all possible. But Georgi to break here.
First scratch, giving Nick an opportunity here.
And this almost feels like do or die time a bit for Nicholas. He's got to get the engine going. Like we said, he is going to get a couple of chances at least early on in this match, but just a matter of taking advantage of them and how much can you punish your opponent. That is kind of what the match play comes down to. Got Sweden watching, Puerto Rico, Southern California.
Germany in the house now. Glad to have you all here with us.
You can see Nick's playing with one of those longer extensions, sort of a la Earl Strickland. We gotta say big thanks to Nick. He was the one that helped connected us with Andy Billiard Cloth. You also had him in the booth, I think on day one, watching one of the Sam Henderson matches, and this is a mistake, I think. He's come a little bit long on the position. Didn't get the rail at the contact he wanted, so now he's going to be playing a little bit of a touchier shot, getting close to that corner pocket, but makes it look easy.
Yeah, good recovery.
And that's a good stroke. He's starting to get a little bit back in this match. I think it's just a matter of getting comfortable for Nick. Don't know how much of a rhythm player he is, or if he's a little bit more tactical, but made that rack look easy, and he knows he's in a bit of a hole here. So Oscar's still 7-1 up in the match between Lucas, but they've been playing this last rack for a few minutes now, so...
Yeah, it's been going a bit back and forth. Oscar had a phenomenal jump shot on the 3 into the top corner, but then uncharacteristically rattled a 4 ball.
Wow, and this is the first... Oh, no, excuse me. I thought this was Georgie's break. Nicholas making the 1 in the opposite side. Crazy stuff. Still got a shot, though. I think he'll take it, but solely based on how the players are breaking, it's kind of indicative of how the match has been going on.
A little bit of a problem here with the 6-8, but possibly could solve it if he has a good angle on the 5.
Is he playing to the lower left corner or just playing in behind?
Oh,
no.
I don't think he wanted that.
And disaster continues for Nicholas De Leon. It just feels like, the pool gods everybody always talks about. They kind of always attack you, especially when you're the first one to make a big mistake. That's
pretty decent outcome for the position he had.
Yeah, good result. It's going to leave Georgie a little bit strange on this 3. He's going to have to cross bank this towards the 7, and he's going to be running into traffic. Corner pocket's a pretty big target as well, so he's going to have to be careful.
Hello, South Carolina. Glad to have you here as well, and all of our other viewers from around the world. Again, we are Ox Billiards in Seattle, Washington, located in the Capitol Hill neighborhood. This club has 8 9-foot rassons,
Ooh.
4 snooker tables, and look at that. Wow,
Yowza.
Georgie, way to get out of that.
Yeah, wow. Yikes. It only continues for Nicholas DeLeon. We'll take a quick look at that replay again. My gosh.
Also, apologies, Georgi.
Yeah, someone letting us know. Thank you for that. So, catches it just enough on the thick side and catches the point to make it into the corner pocket. We're going to give another shout out to our sponsors as well. World Nineball Tour stop here brought to you by Ox Billiards. Matchroom helping us out with bringing the tour to our club here in Seattle, Washington. The Seattle Nineball Open, sponsored by Q-Tech, head sponsor. Lippman Lights, lighting every single table in the building. Sandro Menzel Photography, bringing us these awesome pictures here, showing you the player matchups. Andy Billiard Cloth. The cloth they're playing on, sponsored by Andy. Thank you so much. And Table Fitter Service, Zach out of Idaho. He'll travel around. He'll fix your tables up. There's some good shots there from Sandro Menzel throughout the tournament yesterday and day one as well. Heck of a matchup, though, this quarterfinals.
Daniel Sardoncilio keeping this one close with Jonas Soto. 5-5, that match.
Yeah, and he seems a lot more focused than in their first round matchup. The first round matchup felt like a couple of golden breaks, and I think 4 or 5 break-in runs from Jonas. He kind of ran away with the match, with Daniel not getting too much in terms of opportunities. So this one seems like maybe in the morning a little bit different. The atmosphere is a bit different in the room as well, and it could be Daniel's also playing on another level. Not sure. We'll have to hop over there in a little bit and see how it's going. And drop us a like and a subscribe over on our YouTube and Facebook pages at Ox Billiards if you're enjoying the content. Matchroom Pool is live with it as well, so show them some love. Appreciate them.
For those of you just joining in, we are your commentators. This is Zach Ross, of course, joined by Christian Youngers.
And here's a good starting shot for Nick. I think Georgi was just trying to go all out for that bank shot.
Oscar Dominguez now up 8-1 over Lucas Fracasso Werner.
This is a good line. Play that shot so often, just into the rail between the ball and the side pocket. Generate an angle for the next shot. Wants this to creep. I think it's good.
Yeah, as long as he's not arched over that 7. Roll out a little more.
Yeah, he's okay. It just got past it once again, so just going to have to use the bridge and roll this in. As long as he wasn't tight to that 7. Not the end of the world. He's got 2 options here, probably kind of draw this back to the right long rail and try to hold his cue ball, or he can go forward. Probably have 2 rails. And get closer to the 8. No, he's not. He's not feeling it. I don't know what to say. Just got a feel for Nicholas here. He's got to the quarterfinals, and
yeah, it's just unfortunate. It's just one of those days where you can't quite get things going.
Georgi's playing pretty well too, so credit to him for getting in the situation. Although he's gotten a little funny on this. He's about as far away of a shot as you can make in terms of cueing, so likely to see the bridge here or maybe some offhanded shot. I think with the 9 kind of already automatically having position for it into the lower right corner, it's going to have to play for the short side. He just needs to roll his cue ball with just the right amount of top inside to line it up dead straight. You want to be dead straight on this 9-ball, especially because you're going past the side pocket. Some players might actually try to play for 9 in the same pocket just because they really don't like that shot. But if you're dead straight like this, yeah.
Yeah, and the 9's off the
okay.
rail, so
Yeah.
going past the side pocket shouldn't be an issue.
Agree 100%.
Max Eberle now has a 3-rack lead over Jeremy Long.
Yeah, 4-7. He's kind of taken off a little bit. 8-1 Oscar Dominguez over Lucas Werner. He's still cranking in that match. Ooh, caught the thick part of the pocket there, but knocks it in. They're 4.5 inchers. Back in the action. 9-2. Table 1. I believe it's pronounced Georgi Georgiev is at the table, and another awesome break. He's not dead on the 2, but he's got a shot. Although getting down for the 3 is going to be awfully tricky. And it's just all the rolls have kind of gone his way. Kind of started from the moment Nicholas made that miss on the 4 into the lower right corner. Early on in the match, it just feels like, once you make that more trivial mistake, the pool gods, they just take it down a notch at that point. It just cascades. I think that's a bit of a mistake. He has left almost a half ball for Nick DeLeon, and with this big of a deficit, you just got to play as efficient pool as possible. It's not about hero shots. It's about can you make your opponent work as much as possible and get out when you get the chance.
Almost contained him up on that 7. Rolled out just a little bit. Jeremy Long taking one back from Max with a 9-ball combo.
And Jonas and Daniel are close still, 5-5. Although Jonas Soto at the table shooting shooting for the 6-5 lead.
Yes, the pool gods always supersede the commentator's curse.
That's right. Commentator's curse, not a thing. Don't believe in it. Pool gods, I have yet to be convinced they're not real.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
I'm agnostic to the fact that they might be real. This is a little bit close. Looks like he's going to have to swerve this just a bit to get around the 8, and this is going to go in the drink. Oh man.
Jeez. The pain just does not stop for Nick.
Just continue, yeah. Gotta feel for him. He's definitely hasn't had the favorable rolls, but a couple of them he's done to himself as well. A few too many mistakes. I wonder if it's just the early start, or wonder what's going through his mind. It's 3-ball passes. The 8, I do believe, but he's got maybe a bit more angle than he wanted. You can go forward, it looks like here. Just go off of one rail. It's looking solid. Angel says the pool gods are very real. I believe it. Maybe.
Yes, James DeVee was in this tournament. He was in the final 16. He was eliminated by Lucas Fracasso Werner last night.
And this continues on. The waterfall effect for Georgi continuing. To his credit, he's been playing great from the start. Hasn't been pretty flawless in the first few racks besides the one missed safety. He's had a couple of mistakes since then, but hasn't gotten punished, so those don't tend to hurt as much. You tend to forget them a lot more easily when you have a lot of balls to pocket and you're at the table. So it's a race to 11 here in the quarterfinals and the semifinals. And we're going to be doing a race of 13 for the final.
And with that, Georgi is on the hill.
Let's take another look here. Daniel in a tough spot, kind of similar to Lucas, taking his time.
Yeah, he's been looking at this one for a minute.
He's got balls in the way of the natural one railer up table, I think. The 6 is blocking him, so he's looking at banking it or kicking into it off of this left long rail. But he's only got about a half ball to hit at past the 3. So pretty tough kick. He's going to have to get as close as he can get to the 3 without touching it.
The local player that is still in this is on screen right now, Daniel Sardoncilio. He is also sponsored by Ox Billiards.
Yeah, he's played out of Tacoma area, and look at this shot.
Get a little extra roll.
Wow.
Unfortunately leaked out a little bit too much.
Still, though, to get that hit, dead ball, amazing. All right, Georgi on the hill. You got a feel for Nick, but look at this break. He's been breaking so good. Don't think he's missed a 1 ball yet. I think those balls, I think if you were trying to combo the 6 onto the 4 is dead to the bottom right corner, bottom left corner, sorry, but I think they're lined up off center pocket if you're trying to combo it the other way, so might have to break this out somehow.
We have one prediction in the chat. They're saying it's going to be a Jonas Georgi final.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
Any other predictions, chat? Go ahead and let us know.
Got a good draw stroke here, and he's might go too far. He's okay. I mean, we've seen Oscar. He's been playing great. He's got a pretty big lead here.
Looks like the 4-6 is a possibility, but I think he's looking at the defense.
Pretty good safety. At least for where the balls were. All right. Movement battle has begun. I think he's looking to kick at this 4-1 rail. Off this bottom long rail maybe. And he's got a chance to go in the top side pocket. But he can hopefully separate the balls. At least that's what I'm thinking. What do you like here, Zach?
Let's see. Well, I mean, I like this. I like the jump.
Oh, the jump shot. That's right.
Yeah.
It goes in the corner.
Yeah, it does. Right between that window there. Can control this cue ball. 5 is in pretty far out, so
Oof.
Almost executed perfectly. It's going to get a bit. Yeah. Good turnout here.
Joey Morales saying Oscar versus Georgi final. Yeah, I like that. It's not a bad shout. I need to look at the bracket and see who would be matched up next, assuming the current players stand. Winner of this match is going to be playing the winner of Jeremy Long versus Max Eberle. So Georgi, I think, has the Fargo advantage amongst all the players on his side of the bracket now that Tyler has gotten knocked out. Bottom half of the bracket's Jonas Suto versus Daniel Winner playing against Oscar Dominguez and Lucas Werner winner. So that's going to be a pretty good match to watch as well. We're going to have both semifinals streamed on this main match table and the final as well after a break. So do stay tuned. We got action here. He's looking to kick at this 2 rails, it looks like. Come in behind the balls, maybe get some action with this cluster of 7-8 and the cue ball. He's going to kick it a little bit softer. Does he tie up the 8-9? Nah, combination's dead, I think. Dead straight in. It's never too late, especially with this winter break format, but it's based on his body language. I think Nick DeLeon is not the happiest of campers right there.
There have been monster comebacks before, so it's never out of the question. All right, and Daniel Sardoncillo brings it back 6-6 against Jonas Sauto. Good follow here from Nick. This is definitely set up for the combination. All right, and Nick is not going down without a fight.
You can see another break here from Nick. He's got the one, and unfortunate.
Yeah.
Ball in hand, scratches off 2 rails.
Literally cannot catch a break.
Yeah, probably the definition of slow rolling here. And barring a positional mishap on the 5 to the 6, this match should be in Georgi's hands. And Oscar Dominguez 9-1 up against Lucas Werner over on table 2. You can check that out on YouTube over at Ox Billiards YouTube page. He's breaking.
Max and Jeremy have been scrapping this last rack here. Looks like Max is currently at the table.
He's got a nice stun angle to go 1 rail, and then he can also draw it if he chooses. I like this shot. You get to use the spin to sort of control the speed off of the rail, as opposed to just stunning it with power, since this fast cloth, you don't really need all that juice.
I think he does a bit of a drag draw here for this 6th position.
Yeah, I think so. It shows his tangent line's going a little bit shy of the side pockets. I think he wants to get above it, so might see him draw his cue ball, like a soft draw shot, like you said. Got enough out of it as well, perfect, to get on the other side of the side. And I think this is his rack for the taking. This is a tough shot, and he's got such a big angle. He's gonna try to hold it. And this is the shot that gets away from you on these slick, fast conditions. But as long as he has a back cut on the 7 into the side pocket, he should be okay coming around the 8-9. The last tough shot left at the rack here. He's hit it a bit quick for the side. He's going to have to play this down in the corner. I think maybe that was the better choice too, since he can let it stroke out a bit more.
Yeah, I think he can just stop shot this.
Into the rail and out. He's got a nice angle. Stop shot, run out. I don't think he's straight enough on this 9-ball. This Georgi Georgiev for the win. Takes it down. There's the handshakes. He punches his ticket. First man into the semifinals.